Wounds inflicted in this terror attack still very fresh. It is an especially difficult day in Athens on the campus of the University of Georgia. A student there is one of the victims critically hurt in the Bourbon Street attack. CNN has identified her as 19-year-old Elle Isel. Atlanta News First Sarah Hammond is in Athens on the campus of UGA. So do we know how she's doing, Sarah?
Well, we know that 19-year-old Elle Isel was taken to the hospital with critical injuries, and the last update we got from UGA's president was that she is receiving treatment. And in a statement, her family thanks those first responders who helped her. Many UGA students and fans were in the crowd on Bourbon Street, ringing in the new year, just hours before the Dogs were set to play Notre Dame in the now postponed Sugar Bowl. But the terrorist attack in New Orleans left 14 people dead and dozens more injured. One of those injured has now been identified as University of Georgia student Elle Isel, a fact that left students at UGA shaken.
Definitely praying for them and their family. Obviously, it's just a major tragedy, and to hear that one of our own obviously was affected by this tragedy, it's upsetting for the Dog family.
According to the 19-year-old's Fort Myers High School, the Canterbury School, she and her high school friend Steele Idelson were on Bourbon Street during the attack, and both were injured. Isel was taken to the University Medical Center with critical injuries. In a statement released by the high school on behalf of both families, they say, quote, "The Isel and Idelson families are deeply grateful for the outpouring of thoughts, prayers, and offers of support for our daughters following the tragic attack in New Orleans." They go on to thank the medical staff for their exceptional care and the first responders they credit with working to save their daughters' lives. They say, quote, "To everyone who has reached out with love and support, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts." And though the UGA students we spoke to don't know Isel personally, they are sending messages of well wishes too.
We're all behind you. We're really sorry this happened, but we are hoping you have a good recovery, get through this.
And we also know that all team members and personnel who traveled with the football team are safe. UGA's President Jerry Moorhead says the university will support those who were impacted by this terrorist attack in any way that they can. Live in Athens, Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.